The less said about that previous series against the Sharks, the better. Ooh. I would have looked just as terrible if I stepped on the ice. That was the worst series that I had seen all that weekend long. Oh my gosh. Getting outscored 9-1 combined and shut out for the first time this year, believe it or not, 6-0. Can we just end the season and let baseball season start so Angels fan Matt can entertain you here and I don't have to be so miserable? Well, I shouldn't say that, but this has been a tough season, guys. I'm hoping we can at least win one more game this year. Let's go outside and talk about our upcoming series on Thursday at home against the Arizona Coyotes. Welcome everybody to episode 15 of QUACKAST. I'm skipping the Sharks reaction series video because it would be like a 5 years long rant and I don't want to do that. So on Thursday the Ducks are at home to play who is the opponent? It's going to be somebody from the West Division. And it is I think it's going to be Arizona. I think it's Arizona. Yeah, it is Arizona. The Coyotes, I'm sure you remember, guys, from our last look at the Coyotes, that was not very good. And if you don't remember what happened, I'll give you a very short explanation. They blew 2 3-0 leads and lost 4-3 each time, the second time being in a shootout. And that was right near the start of that 9-game losing streak that we had. I got a funny feeling we're going to get deja vu all over again. And even if I was on the ice, it would be even more of a chance of deja vu all over again. Some players to watch in the Arizona series. In the last 5 games, Tyler Pitlick, number 17, has 3 goals in his last 5 games, as well as a +2 rating. And Clayton Keller owns 5 assists and 5 points in the last 5, so 1 assist and 1 point per game. Not bad, Mr. Keller. I expect him to be a big factor for the Coyotes. Keep your eye on him, number 9. And for them, Phil Kessel, a veteran in this league, now in his mid-30s. 9 goals and assists for 18 points through 28 games and a -10 rating. What are you doing? And Conor Garland, who I mentioned in the previous Ducks and Coyotes series preview, has 8 points and 14 assists, or 8 goals and 14 assists for 22 points in 27 games with a +3 rating. Impressive. For the Anaheim Quacks, Rakell, who seems to have cooled off a bit, has 3 goals in his last 5 games. Still not bad. Kevin Shattenkirk has 4 assists in his last 5 games, so he's been involved in the few goals that we've scored in most games. Also 6 points in his last 5, so more than a point per game. Nice job, Kevin. And Adam Henrique, who we may trade at the deadline, I don't know, has a +3 rating in his last 5. And I expect John Gibson to start both games for them. And if Antti Raanta is healthy for Arizona, I think we may see Raanta, even though we have seen Kemper quite a bit lately in net for the Yotes. Hopefully we don't get hounded by the Desert Dogs. Max Comtois, who I've mentioned before for the Ducks, has 9 goals, 10 assists, and 19 points, and a +7 rating through 29 games. And Rakell, again, overall this season has 6 goals and 13 assists for 19 points and a -3 rating. That's not good, through 29 games. So, not bad, and those are my players to watch, but also I would even then say keep your eye out for a guy. I think Johan Larsson's also been pretty good for Arizona as well. And as I mentioned, their goalies, Kemper, Ranta, they're both pretty solid. Now let's look at some score predictions. Because my pessimism still is going to be pretty high, I am predicting 2 more losses in a row for my Ducks. For game 1, I'm going to predict a loss of, let's call it 5-2, and a Saturday night, the second game, will be a loss of 4-1. Let me know what you guys think of those scores in the comment section below. You can always tell me, hey, you're not a very good fan or a very good sport. Well,
that is correct.
I'll tell you this straight up, I'm a terrible loser. I've tried to be better, but it's not very easy to be a good loser when your team just doesn't really show a lot of effort in most games. Some of their losses, they have looked pretty good in, like they've showed a little bit of effort. Like they showed a little bit of effort in the second game against the Sharks where we managed to somehow score a goal, compliments of Max Jones on Martin Jones, little Jones on Jones crime.
Bruh.
But really, in most of their losses, they've looked pretty sloppy. So the key is going to be sure that you are making those consecutive passes, Ducks. You're making your consecutive passes, smooth, crisp breakouts when you are trying to set up for something. And let's get the consecutive passes, as I mentioned, and let's be sure those passes are clean. If we can are cleaner than we have been making them. And I know there have been sayings that we're unable to finish. That's just something you've got to work on yourself, and I don't know what that's going to take in order for you to fix, but you guys got to work on that. If you wanted to call me onto the ice, I could certainly try, but it would probably be a moot chance, honestly. So that's it for this one. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and click the bell up there for notifications if you have not turned the bell on yet. Have a good day. Stay safe, and let's go Ducks. Let's get a win.